kids, Professor Marbles here. Today we're doing an experiment with ice
Cream.
No,
Yeah, it's gonna be tasty.
just half of that.
oh, like cream. Like just, we'll just put it and we'll get cream.
The other half, just ice.
Oh, just ice?
Yeah.
Oh, what were we gonna do with that?
We're gonna make ice sticky. In the lab!
In the lab?
Away!
Let's go!
Science! Dance. Oh, yeah! So we're in the lab and we have everything we need. This is pretty basic too. Salt, ice, water,
More salt.
more salt, string. This experiment calls for normal salts. We've got rock salt, which is basically just chunky salt. Look at that. Look how cool that is. It's just big chunky salt. How's it taste? Try a little bit. Science. Wow. That's like an ocean.
Yep, that's a lot of salt. I feel like I just took a drink of the Pacific.
What else do we have? What's this?
It's salt.
What is it though?
Epsom salt.
Yeah.
I think you might be dying.
So I've got rock salt. I've got regular like table salt. It's ground a little bit finer. And we've got bath salt. So the experiment is we're going to take this string, put it in this bowl of water and ice.
Okay.
Let it sit for a second.
All right.
Because we do want this string to absorb water so it gets like actually wet.
That's what that means.
Then the idea is, salt.
It's kind of caught right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
We've got this string that will get wet in the cold water with the ice, and we're gonna take the salt, put it over the string, and what it'll do is, you know how ice melts from salt, or salt
Yeah.
can help ice melt, like on like a snowy road, like here in Nome, Alaska.
Yeah.
So you're not driving on the ice.
So is it gonna grip the string?
That's what we're thinking will happen.
Okay, because like now, right now, nothing happened.
Nothing.
Okay, that ice clearly does not grip the string.
Yeah, it's not very sticky. That's the name of this experiment.
You don't say. You don't say.
Which one do you want to try first? Which one do you think will turn out best?
I think, you know what? First reaction was to go with the ice cream salt, the rock salt, because I've made ice cream with it before, and
That's a vibe.
it gets real cold, and I think that's gonna make the ice really grip it. But you grind that.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with actually the table salt that's already ground. It might be a little finer, but I think that will actually
That's what I'm
help
thinking
us
too.
in the long run.
I think that'll help you get like the most area. Whereas this is good and it's chunky, it's thick. This is nice and fine, and this is even finer.
But I think this one is not gonna be as successful because it's made to dissolve.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, but
So we have 3 different ways to try it. That's our 3 trials right there. Do you want to kick us off with one of them? Just try one of them. Whichever
try,
one.
try a little rock. Oh, that's heavy.
Isn't it? There's a lot in there.
I'm just pouring it right over it, like a little.
Yeah.
How much is good?
I would say that that's an amount.
Did you just eat more salt?
Yes.
Why would you do that? You learned the hard way.
And then it said to let it sit. It said.
To let it sit for a minute.
Yeah, that's what it
To
said.
let the reaction take place between the salt and the ice.
Yep. Science.
Yep. That'll grab the fibers of the string we have.
What type of reaction is this?
Why did you do that?
This is endothermic. It's taking the heat, the just like initial heat that's in the string and in the ice, and it's.
You ever had I think it's called an ice burn or a salt burn?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It kind of gives you like a reverse burn.
It's like with dry ice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Dry ice
Instead
too.
of like an exothermic burn where the hot thing is burning you, it's like
Yeah.
an endothermic where it's taking the heat from you and still giving you a burn.
oh yeah, no, for sure.
You didn't set a timer for this, did you?
No, but I imagine that what we could do.
Ooh, whoa.
See how that.
You can,
You know what? Yeah, hang on. So, it's nobody's fault except for our own. We have ice, but it's kind of chunked together. We have like a big piece of ice, but tugging on this, some of the other ice is like, it's moving. You can see that it's moving. So the ice is sticky. Oh.
Oh, you could wear that as bling.
temporarily,
Yes, or forever if you live in a cold environment.
like Nome, Alaska.
Yeah.
Which the current temperature is, hey Siri, what's the temperature in Nome, Alaska?
It's currently 31 degrees. in
31 degrees.
Alaska.
That's below freezing.
That is below freezing.
Are you sure about that?
Alrighty. Well, okay, so that's rock salt.
All right.
I think we should try again.
Okay.
With one of the other ones. And I think we should like crush the ice up. I do have crushed ice. Should we try that too? Should we try the rock salt again with the crushed ice or carry on?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah. Because
We'll be right back with more ice.
15 minutes later.
Alrighty, so we are back. We've got
new ice.
new ice,
New water.
water, and salt number 2. This is just basic table salt, which I imagine is also just this.
And at your table.
So this one, we're just gonna do the same thing.
All right.
And
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
you ever been to like a quasi-fancy Italian restaurant?
Not as fancy as that.
And they're like, oh, fresh Parmesan. Say when? When? And then we wait.
It's got a light and everything, so you know you hit it.
We wait a minute.
A whole minute.
You ever seen a moose?
Not in person. I've seen a bear in person. I've seen
Yeah.
a couple bears in person.
Yeah.
I've seen a dog in person.
I've seen a dog in person before.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Do we think it's been a minute? I think it has. All right. Enough of a minute. You want to grab that end and we'll just kind of slowly, like last time. Oh, see? Oh, whoa.
That's got more on it for sure.
Yeah. That's how you do it. Science.
Science. Hey.
You did it. What are other things you think you could do with this? Do you think you could do like shapes? Like if you were able to get like ice that's in different shapes. For full disclosure, these are
Crescent.
croissant ice cubes, not true cubes. I do have an ice mold that are corgis.
It's kind of dog. I've seen a corgi in person.
I've seen a corgi too. Here's
Should
a
we-
picture of a corgi.
Should we try number 3?
Let's try number 3. New ice, new water.
All right.
Number 3, these are Epsom salts, and these are a lot more thinner, smaller, just about in every way than the other salts we've tried. So our hope is not high for this one, but boy, does it smell good. I think I'm gonna soak my hands in this afterwards for a nice relaxing. Oh, and it all kind of sunk too. That's something. Give it the same minute that we gave the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that this will work.
Smells good though.
It does smell good. Best smelling science experiment that we've done. For
I don't know, that one where you made cheese.
That was
basically.
not good.
That was a good smell. It reminded me of the war.
The Great Cheese War, yes. I'll never forget when I got drafted.
Yeah, what years were that?
That time is irrelevant.
Yeah, what regiment were you in again?
That's the forward
Sounds like stolen valor to me.
aggressive cheese. I was in the artillery division.
Oh yeah, okay.
Charcuterie, cutting board squad.
Sprinkles was in the grading division.
Yeah, the great. Oh man, you guys had it rough. All right, well, let's
Remember that
try this
scene?
one.
And
Nothing. Okay. Well, I'm not upset. I would have been surprised if it actually did work. I think the dead giveaway was just that all the salt went to the bottom. There's not a lot that sat on top. How about that? Well, call that one wrapped. That's it.
yeah, table salt for the win.
Table salt for the win. Rock salt second?
Yeah.
Rock salt second.
Bath salt last.
Last. Very good. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember to look for the science around you. And we'll see you in the next experiment.
Yeah, sounds good.